Multidimensional Message of Jesus. Part 4. What if I told you that you're never alone in any decision you make, that every single moment of your life is infused with divine consciousness? In this video, you'll discover the hidden truth about your oneness with the Source and the real purpose of your earthly journey. What you're about to learn will forever transform how you experience time, purpose, and eternity itself. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today we're diving into part 4 of the Multidimensional Message of Jesus, an ancient text that reveals profound truths about our divine nature and consciousness. In this powerful segment, we're exploring one of the most transformative concepts on the spiritual path, the recognition of our eternal oneness with Source consciousness. So many of us walk through life feeling isolated, believing we're separate from the divine, that our choices happen in isolation. But what if this is the greatest illusion we've ever believed? This transmission came through as a direct dialogue between the human soul and divine presence. It speaks about forgetting, not as death, but as the loss of memory of who we truly are. It reveals the real nature of time, the unique gift each of us carries for the world, and our inevitable return to Source. Get ready for a deep journey into your own consciousness. Find a comfortable space, set aside all distractions, and let's together unlock the gateway to understanding your eternal nature. You are inseparable from God, though it seems you are fulfilling a will separate from ours, and that you are alone in this decision. Of all doubts, this is the most destructive for you, but it does not bring death with it, only forgetting. What is born in God is returned to God with love, whether it remembers this or has forgotten. Forgetting breeds the scarcity of your light, which would be enough to illuminate the entire universe, but now barely suffices for the modest space around you. This forgetting has become the reason for our conversation. For you do not turn to your heart for answers, where they are all stored in untouched purity, but to me, which indicates for now that you consider yourself separate, and me as knowing something that is unavailable to you. Now, tomorrow, or yesterday, there is no essential difference for you. You are beyond time, and what appears to you as temporal is unworthy of your attention. When you seek the Holy Source, timelessness is your friend, for in what is temporary, it cannot be found. Based on the tasks set before you now, you are forced to be friends with time. But do not let it gain the upper hand over you, giving it the right to fuel your distorted ideas about your position in the world. Your existence is not subject to time, but to your attention. Attention is the main ruler over time. The sharper you look into the details of life, seeing behind them an ocean of boundless wonder, the more equal your dialogue with minutes becomes. They are for you either executioners or birds showing the way to paradise. Time, laid out before you, is a road leading to only one space, which has no equal in earthly dwelling. You can decide what step to measure it with, burdensome or light, and in what quality, an enchanted traveler or a criminal going to the chopping block. In those coordinates from which you now observe the structure of events, time appears as a viscous flowing river. It either freezes motionless in backwaters or rushes in a turbulent stream, flying down waterfalls from cliffs, and it seems you are in no way its master. But I tell you, time is completely accountable to your perception. In it, soulful involvement around life becomes the decisive factor of its transience and fullness. Monotonous life, actions repeated 100 times, the learned form of your manifestations, pass judgment on time, making it an enemy that devours the value of your presence in the world that you have built. Your interaction with time is built on uselessness, Not imbued with awareness of the irreversibility of its particles, you conduct a dialogue with it. On the contrary, that is the path to diverting your attention from the true purpose of your union. While your obsession with passing moments is present in this interaction, you will not gain the upper hand in cooperation. This obsession must be eradicated so that one day, time becomes for you only doors that you can open and close at your own will. Time is not your master, but your servant. It only testifies to your success in realizing your worldly tasks. It is not for time to instill in you fear about the inaccessibility of what you have conceived in eternity, but for it to be imperishable pages testifying to your path to triumph, which is inevitable and which is destined to one day be realized by you. Time is a thin film on the surface of the bubble of your reality, but it is also the boundary of this bubble, a unique framing of subjective perception in the airy ocean of countless probabilities. Do not let it turn these transparent, shimmering, barely noticeable boundaries into concrete walls, fencing you off from the ocean of infinity. Look through them. Use time as a guide, a point on the map, a coordinate, but do not elevate it to the rank of the entire map. Do not build on it an idea of your nature. You are a timeless phenomenon, a non-spatial process, and any coordinate is only the result of your will in reducing your own immeasurability for the sake of the condition of the game. The fulfillment of your gift in eternity is a special task. In it is the Spirit leading you along the path of a ray emanating from the sun. What is the mission of a ray? What is its purpose? The realization of the light plan for the expansion of space. Where the ray falls, it begins its existence and unfolds an event there. From what beginning the ray originates, what it carries with it, what it turns into. That is the only knowledge about truth, and you are inseparable from it. Whenever you ask yourself the main question about the purpose of your presence in this moment, whether you have some business in your hands or you are simply in silence among the objects of your reality, you already know the answer. For the gift in you manifests this answer. What is given cannot be forgotten, cannot be taken away, cannot be lost. It concentrates your essence, and therefore, any fear of not fulfilling the realization of the gift has no basis. What ascends to truth in you has not left it. Your work in earthly dwelling is concentrated on sowing the seeds of this gift and growing in it. Therefore, neither mountains nor rivers are primarily subject to you, but soil with its pliable property of cultivating what is laid in it. Look around, how complex and multi-layered reality is, how abundant its message for you. There is no question to which it would not have an answer for you, and therefore, the best way to conduct earthly affairs is to listen to the hints of being. The gift emanating from you to others is purified by the soil of your imperishable nature, washed by the water of your care, returned by the winds of your pure thoughts. Everything is created for this selfless giving, so that according to divine law, it returns to you in abundance. Do not spare resources. You are inexhaustible, like the earth itself, capable of feeding its children for as long as needed. Being a gift for others and giving the gift, you will not be depleted, for what is given from the source returns to it. Do not spare the gift also, because in this striving for preservation lurks fear, as if what is given will not return and the reserve will not be replenished. Drive it out, for it is not you who gives, but through you. The ray carries light, being light. It is not something separate from it, and there is as much light in it as there is sun. Do not accumulate merits of your gift. Those are your merits before yourself. Do not think about in what quantity the realization of the gift will occur. A number in the space of the infinite is only tasteless and conditional. A continuous flow is your goal, but it is achieved not by quantity, but by your ability not to interfere with the flow happening. Do not think that without my instructions, you cannot realize the gift in the three-dimensional world. A seed sprouts without any physical effort of its own, but entirely with its deep desire to know the change of forms and embody itself in the intended image. Your desire alone is enough for me. This desire will fully prepare the soil, and the gift will be sown. Of the thousands of missions that exist in infinite worlds, this is the most beautiful. The beauty of the waves emanating from the messenger and recipient of this gift is astounding. It is harmony itself, the very flowers of being, the very aroma of the depth and greatness of joy. This flowering is felt by every atom of the universe and continues in a dance of bliss through the ages. You are deprived of the opportunity to see this, but you can feel the dizzying happiness of being a conduit of the gift. So let light pour from you, turning to the light of others. This radiance alone is enough to allow the universe to be preserved in eternity. Catch the message of your heart, feeding your being with thin and quiet streams. You will not hear its soft voice with physical hearing, but your entire nature recognizes its appeal at any moment. Depending on the degree of immersion, you are ready to receive hints from it, returning you to a space of freedom from all discomfort and knowledge of the correctness, truthfulness of your impulses. Self-conceit locks you in snares in which your nature is limited by form and ends where another form begins. But your heart, creating vibrations with its measured beat that exceed your visible boundaries, knows more about your nature than you have managed to learn. Accept that something inside you is wiser, although you have not deprived yourself of all faith in this. Having accepted, see yourself as a union of many forms, where the beauty and infinity of each can tell you about your divine nature. What is a day for you is billions of lives and deaths for one particle of your body. What is a moment for you is an eternity of comprehension and maturation for another. In this diversity of processes, you are able to recognize the great wisdom of the Creator, giving each particle exactly as much time as it needs to fulfill its task. Your body is a temple in which thousands of residents live, and they all serve one purpose: your presence in this world. Do you really think that such a complex device can be accidental? That there is no divine plan in it? Every cell knows its purpose and fulfills it flawlessly. It does not doubt its role, does not ask why it is needed. It simply is and does what it was created for. So you too are created for a special purpose, which is already written in the very structure of your being. Listen to your body. It speaks to you in the language of sensations, and in this language are encrypted messages about your true path. When you are on the right path, the body relaxes, breathing becomes deep, and the heart fills with joy. When you stray from the path, the body tenses, breathing becomes irregular, and heaviness arises in the chest. Do not ignore these signs. They more accurately than any words point you in the direction. Your body is an ally of your soul, and between them exists an ancient agreement of mutual support on the path to realizing divine nature. Let those who are of this world deal with their world, and those who are of the Spirit follow the Spirit. Those who sow decay reap decay. Those who sow life reap life. From the world's point of view, this action is unacceptable. But from the point of view of divine logic, this action has a wise seed. He who is engaged in the world devotes his actions to it, and he who loves God seeks only the imperishable. Forget what you saw, for there is no truth in what you saw. The world before your eyes is as unreal as the body that the soul has left is unreal. For the soul, this world collapsed in a flash of light and dissolved in a haze. So was it, or did it only seem? Tell yourself that truly only one will become unchanging for you, and your actions will lead you to the beginning in which you will remain. Even if thousands more lives flash before your eyes, paradise is attainable in an instant. One need only see it everywhere. And what is in paradise is imperishable. Show me what does not change, what will not suffer death, what will not disappear, and I will tell you. Here you are. Joy will soar in your heart, for there is nothing you feared. As long as you fear something, you create it and give it a place in paradise, turning the holy dwelling into a cave full of shadows. But when you look at what is created with eyes of love, you see only one thing: purity taking forms, playing with you and carelessly amusing itself. Leave the world of shadows to the shadows. Let them dance on stones. Let them flash on steep walls with living pictures. These images will not touch you if you remember their temporary nature. The more intently you peer into these ghostly shadows, the brighter and more alive they will become for you. Here it is time not to give them power over you, for what lies at the foundation of everything cannot become a hostage of its own dreams. Remember the truth that you are. Follow it as I asked Elijah to follow me. There is no difference between me and the truth, just as there is none between you and it. You're following. The truth is not a path expressed in physical measure, but the deepest peering into where the charms of the material world lose their captivating power. What is darkened by sorrow and shadows blooms with divine light in truth. What is distorted by unbelief in the world continues to live in faith. Make a choice once and for all. Are you a dead man or a child of God born in eternity, knowing nothing but pure love, in which you were nurtured and of which you became a continuation? Do not believe the shadows convincing you that while the fire burns, the shadow glides along the wall. As the fire is destined to go out, so you will cease to be with it. Your fears created such a conversation, but nothing and no one is able to make the eternal mortal, the divine ungodly, the true false. You are entering a new world where timelessness replaces time, infinity flows from completeness, fragmentation gives way to wholeness, and loneliness turns into unity. You, child, are stepping on the threshold of home. Although you still see only familiar walls and landscapes learned to the last stroke, he who preserves the memory of light is led by light and nourished in light to life, about which dreams do not dry up and which no distracting tinsel can replace. Behind you, a legion of angels awaits your next step, but do not believe that a step may not be taken, or a false direction will be chosen. He who walks in my footsteps is blessed to the kingdom, and those who do not walk in my footsteps are not in me. I know your only desire before you yourself. Without its fulfillment, neither life nor space would have occurred. Everything from the fleeting flicker of a microscopic particle to the countless being of giant suns exists only because you will be returned to where your beginning flows from. If your return were not possible, not a single molecule would have sparkled with its appearance on the horizon of my boundless peace. Therefore, where you are, the path home is paved. Where you direct your steps, that is true, and that is to me. In earthly dwelling, there are no paths that lead from me. You choose only the length of the path, during which you will reject our alienation and desire home. And as this desire becomes first among others, the world will open to you in which our separation never happened at all. If you had comprehended the limitation of words, you would have refused them as a way to understand our nature with you, and would have fallen into the stream of the boundless ocean of being, which you are, and which you always have been, and will be. You would see layers of worlds interspersed in the tissues of your body. You would dive between galaxies and would not find what you would not be. In the kaleidoscope of forms left without names, you would finally see me. And between me and you would find neither boundaries nor differences. What is happening around is our will with you, even if it seems to you now that this is not the truth. Having divided as one into two, we have not lost the eternal connection, and therefore, what is important to you comes from this unity and abides in it. But our connection is neither in words nor in images. We do not maintain this imperishable connection with sounds or pictures. If sound were a true reflection of your nature, you would sound 1,000 harmonies in an angelic chorus singing with the heavens. But you do not believe in words, although you yourself do not realize it. Words are a pale shadow on a crooked mirror. What is outside words is closer to truth, that is in unity with me. Awareness will come when you meet yourself face to face. This is not about a mirror and not about people showing you your virtues and shortcomings. You are pure formlessness, abiding in a non-spatial dimension, beyond any description of beginning and completeness. But what will you see? What will you feel? Being a drop of transparency in the ocean of timelessness. How will you feel the waves of self-sensation spreading through you? How will you distinguish from an indivisible image something familiar? And how will you imprint this image on the bodiless threads of the non-existent fabric of being? That which reads these lines has never lived, was never born, and never died. For what changes form is not the form itself, but the source of its image. Even a fleeting, barely perceptible particle of the sensation of your nature, opening to you in dreams and upon awakening, in a moment of spiritual ecstasy or a strong emotional surge, is capable of opening new horizons for you, giving rise to a road to your true existence. Strong fascination with form gives rise to distortions in you that deny the very fact of your eternal presence beyond the visible. Belief in the equality of form and self-sensation introduces discord into the very logic of the universe, making tops the source of roots. Do not ask yourself, "Who am I?" For then in response you will undertake to list only what has a name. And thus you will go more strongly into the separation of one from another, and there will be no end to this division. Ask yourself what it is like to be me, and follow what has no name, the state of witnessing everything that is inside and outside. Thousands of processes born long before they were given or will be given a name make up the map of your manifestations. But that from which witnessing emanates remains untouched. The calm of your source is your only possible nature. No matter how deeply you have immersed yourself in your belief in abandonment, extend your hand to me, and the separation is as if it never was. Our reunion in this second, supported by the deepest faith in our inseparable union, will correct every distortion, and the need for mortal form will fall away as unnecessary. I am here, child. I am always with you. I completely give you everything I have, and you are the full owner of it. And let such a definition not give rise to a new mistake, as if you possess something and it can be taken away. You are what is given to you. You are the gift itself, that which is inalienable, which is inseparable from me. What is one with me and what is me? Without pondering over the subtleties of verbal formulation, it is as far from truth as a sunbeam on a wall is from the sun itself. But if, discarding any attempt to comprehend the details, you simply dive into deep acceptance of our unity, you will be able to comprehend that multidimensional greater that I transmit to you in so many ways. All right, everyone, we've just journeyed through a profound revelation about the nature of our existence. Let's integrate what we've discovered today. First insight: you have never been alone. The feeling of separation from Source is an illusion created by forgetting. Every decision you make, every step on your path happens in unbreakable unity with divine intelligence. Second insight: time is not your enemy, it's your servant. It bends to your perception and attention. When you live with presence and awareness, time becomes a doorway to eternity rather than a prison limiting you. Third insight: your gift to the world doesn't require ego effort. Just as a seed sprouts naturally when conditions are right, your purpose unfolds through your desire to serve and your openness to the divine flow. You're not a separate source of the gift. You're a conduit of light, like a sunbeam. Fourth insight: the world you see is like shadows on a cave wall. True reality is your eternal nature, unchanging and divine. Everything else is temporary form, consciousness at play. Fifth insight: your return home to Source is inevitable, not because you have somewhere to go, but because you never left home. The spiritual journey is removing veils of illusion, not acquiring something new. This text invites us to stop seeking God outside ourselves and instead recognize divine presence right here, right now, in every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of awareness. Practical integration: when you feel lonely, remember, I am inseparable from Source. When time pressures you, affirm, time serves me. I choose presence. When you doubt your purpose, know, divine light flows through me. When the world seems too solid, look deeper. I am eternal. Forms are temporary. Beautiful souls, if this message resonated with your heart, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. In upcoming parts, we'll continue unpacking the multidimensional truths of this incredible teaching. Share in the comments which of today's truths touched your soul most deeply. What did you feel during this transmission? Remember, you are an eternal divine being who temporarily forgot your true nature. But the forgetting ends here and now, in this moment of remembrance. Thank you for your presence and attention. May the light of truth be with you. See you in the next part.